hip hop,
Yeah,
hip hop, hip
bars is back.
hip hop,
Sam
hip
and
hop,
oh God,
hop.
what's
Hip
up with you? Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Hip hop uncensored is the vibe, so subscribe. Oh God, driving Sam and riding passenger side, and you heard it out the mouth of the greatest rapper alive. Go gang.
Man, before we get into the video, everybody follow us on Twitter right now at HHU for life. HHU for life. The 2,000 follower will get something special from me. The link is at the top line of the description box. HHU for life. Follow us on Twitter right now. All right, let's jump into the content for today because the district attorney in the Young Thug Gunna YSL case has a message. It appears she's been getting very serious death threats as a result of prosecuting these individuals. Now I want to play a small clip of what she said and some of the things that people are saying. Then I'll come back on the back end and break this thing down for you guys. This is crazy. Roll tape.
Now that I've ever been in my life of paying attention to my surroundings, it's required for me to stay alive.
What are some of the things that have been said in threats?
Basically that they're going to murder me, that the DA is going to get, and I'm not going to be intimidated from doing it and doing it in the correct fashion and holding people accountable. We don't believe that these threats were directed by anyone that is in the YSL indictment.
Now, she says that, Miss Fani Willis, she says that, right? And I'm sure she 100%, means what she says. Like, she doesn't mean it, think that this came directly from the alleged YSL gang. But the problem with this is it's on the record. Everybody sees it. Everybody hears it now. The potential jurors are hearing it if they're paying attention to the case, or they will hear it. The judge is hearing it. Everybody involved with this case gets to hear it. So it can't be a good thing for Thug and Gunna's team. It just can't be. Now, this is like not nothing new. There's been a history of, judges, prosecutors, cops, all of that getting different types of threats and things like that. But one thing you got to understand is that I get it. Like, you don't like the law or whatever, but this is just the woman that's doing her job, right? So what is she to do? Is to say, okay, I got this case because this is Young Thug and Gunna. I don't prosecute this case. Nah, this is what she got to do. This is her job. It's a bigger system in place that I don't necessarily, agree with, but this is the system that's put in place right now that's trying to hold, these people accountable for the alleged things that they did in the street. This is just what it is, right? The community ain't gonna do it. So-and-so ain't gonna do it. Pookie and Ray Ray ain't gonna do it, right? So the system has to step in and say, okay, enough is enough. We're not gonna tolerate this type of stuff in our streets. Don't always agree with it. I'll be the first one to tell you, a lot of it's corrupt, it's not fair, all that. But at the end of the day, it's here, and, they're going to have the opportunity to go to trial and prove that the prosecution, all the people are liars. They'll have their chance to do it. Now, would it mean much in the grand scheme of things? I do not know. But if people are saying that this is, as much of a railroad job as it is, they'll have their opportunity for evidence to be heard in court. But this is crazy. This is crazy to me. I didn't expect to see it with this type of trial, but to me, all this is doing, right? And it's probably some idiot. And we know the young kid who, he made the threat and whatnot, and he got his dumb little behind locked up. Like, you can't get carried away like this, man, for rappers and stuff that don't care about you. You can't get carried away into thinking that, you could just do whatever you want to do and there won't be repercussions. I don't care who's in charge of what system. You do something, you put your hand on that stove and it's hot, what are the repercussions? You're going to get burnt, you might get scarred, you might bleed, right? There's all types of repercussions. You eat a lot of junk food, do a lot of bad things in life, you can get diseases. You could be obese, you could be overweight, you could die, right? There's always, action and a reaction no matter what happens. You want to kill people, you want to sell drugs and all type of stuff, right? At some point you're gonna have to answer for that. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying they did it. I wasn't there. I don't know who did what, right? But what we do know is that what they're accusing them of, and that's a case that they're going to have to fight in front of the court, and it's not looking good. I mean, and then you look at just how they set up the precursor for them to be literally monsters. Like, we can't let these dudes out because they're putting threats on people. We feel like they may run and they might put hits on people. They're responsible for this. And oh yeah, now we're getting death threats to the prosecutor, to the district attorney. It just don't look good. But like I said, if you guys been following me, I said that it's not going to look good for Thug and Gunna and YSL. All leading up to the trial, it's never going to look good for them, right? Their battle is going to have to be strictly won inside that courtroom, period. They're not going to win it outside of the courtroom. They're not going to win it with media, perception, and things like that. People doing all that crazy stuff. No, they got to win that battle inside that courtroom. Now, I do think that there's probably a chance, but once, evidence starts coming out and, witnesses start coming, and I'm hearing that it's a whole bunch of witnesses, the odds are going to be stacked up against him. But they do have the resources to fight this, and they have an overwhelming support by Kevin Lyles and people like that. And we'll see what happens with this particular case, man. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section of this video. What do you think about someone giving death threats to the district attorney? Like, how crazy and stupid don't you know they're gonna find out wherever those came from, get your IP address if they can find you, and come and charge you? Don't you know that this is serious? She got to beef up her security and things like that. And this is pretty much a conversation we got to have definitely offline sometime. I'm not gonna say what I really want to say on here because I think it's not the proper forum to really express my feelings with this, but nevertheless, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like I said, man, follow us on Twitter right now. I'll leave the link at the top line of the description box. HHU for life. The 2,000 follower will get a special cash gift from moi, right? So fire it away. If we get to 2,000 a night, you screenshot it, you send it to me and say, look, I'm the 2,000 follower. Boom. I'm going to send you something, right? So again, go to the top line of the description box. Follow us on Twitter at HHU for life. If you don't want to type it in, just click the link. Follow us. If you're number 2,000, screenshot it. Email it to your boy. My email's in the description as well, all the way at the bottom. OGOD@hiphopun.com. Send it to me, and I'm going to send you something. So we need 2,000. We creeping up on it. Let's get to 2,000 Twitter follow. Let's do it organically. Here on Hip Hop News Uncensored. I appreciate you guys, man. It's your brother. Oh, God. Fire them comments away. The people that's listening in the chat right now, the moderators, definitely appreciate you guys. Bang that smicky, smash that like button. Subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored. And share the video. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. All right, man. I'll hit y'all later. Peace.